Hey there, let's have a real conversation today. We're always hearing things like, when are you getting married? You're not getting any younger. Everybody your age is married already. Is marriage a must? Today, the pressure to marry is louder than ever, from family, from culture, even from the church. But is that what God really teaches? Let's go deeper, into the words of Jesus, the writings of Paul, and the wisdom of the Spirit, to find the true answer. 1. The New Testament's emphasis, not on marriage, but on the kingdom. The focus of the New Testament is no longer marriage, status, or wealth, but the coming kingdom of heaven. As 1 Corinthians 15:19 says, "If only for this life we have hope in Christ, we are of all people most to be pitied." This life is temporary. We are pilgrims on a journey, called to live not for the world, but for eternity. 2. Jesus himself taught that singleness can be a gift. In Matthew 19:12, Jesus says, "Some choose to live like eunuchs for the sake of the kingdom of heaven. The one who can accept this should accept it." He didn't command everyone to marry. He left room for a holy, chaste, single life, a life fully devoted to God. Even Jesus himself never married, yet lived the most complete and purposeful life ever known. 3. The Corinthian church asked Paul about marriage. His answer was surprising. Some believers in Corinth were confused. If Jesus approves singleness, should they all remain unmarried? They wrote to Apostle Paul, and here's what he said. "Now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband." 1 Corinthians 7:1-2, KJV. Paul made it clear, marriage is not a command, it's a concession. 4. Paul's position. Marriage is not a sin, but it's not for everyone. He continues in 1 Corinthians 7:7-9. "I wish that all of you were as I am, but each of you has your own gift from God. To the unmarried and the widows I say, it is good for them to stay unmarried, as I do. But if they cannot control themselves, they should marry, for it is better to marry than to burn with passion." And in verse 6, Paul clearly says, "I speak this by permission, not by commandment." In other words, if you can control your passions and focus on God, don't marry. But if you can't, go ahead and marry. Still, neither path is superior in value before God. 5. There's nothing wrong with not getting married. Let's make it plain. There is nothing wrong with a Christian who chooses to remain single. They are not incomplete, they are not lacking, they are loved by God, honored by Christ, and often used greatly by the Spirit. Christianity never taught that the ultimate goal in life is to get married, raise children, or build wealth. It teaches us that we are sojourners, lights in the world, and citizens of a kingdom that is not of this world. 6. Jesus said it himself, "My kingdom is not of this world." John 18:36, "My kingdom is not of this world. If it were, my servants would fight, but now my kingdom is from another place." Luke 22:30, "That you may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom and sit on thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel." And in that kingdom, Paul says, "There is neither male nor female, for we are all one in Christ." Galatians 3:28. 7. The real dangers of rushing into marriage. Many people, especially the poor, the pressured, and the unprepared, have rushed into marriage for the wrong reasons. They bore children they could not care for. Those children grew up in pain, and now bleed that pain into society. We've seen homes destroyed, ministries ruined, even kingdoms brought down because of marriages that weren't ordained by God. Marriage isn't bad, but a wrong marriage is worse than no marriage at all. 8. Paul's warning. Marriage divides your focus. 1 Corinthians 7:32-34 says, "An unmarried man is concerned about the Lord's affairs, but a married man is concerned about the affairs of this world, how to please his wife, and his interests are divided. An unmarried woman or virgin is concerned about the Lord's affairs. But a married woman is concerned about the affairs of this world. How to please her husband. Marriage divides attention. Singleness creates focus. So again, it's not about which is better, but which one God has called you to walk in. 9. We are the architects of our problems. Brother James says, each person is tempted when they are dragged away by their own evil desire and enticed. James 1:14. Some people marry out of lust. Others marry out of fear. Some marry just to fit in. And the results? Abuse, regret, broken children, crushed destinies. If only we would listen to the Spirit, not the pressure of society. 10. Final words. The one who can accept this should accept it. This was how Jesus concluded the matter in Matthew 19:12. And we say the same today. Let those who have ears hear what the Spirit is saying to the church. Singleness is not sin. Marriage is not a prize. Obedience to the Spirit, that is the true reward. Misguided people prone to error should not stop us from embracing what is biblical, what is pure, and what is led by the Spirit. If you're single, stay pure. If you're married, stay faithful. And above all, live in obedience to Christ. Like, share, and subscribe if this message spoke to your heart. Let's keep spreading truth in a world full of noise.
If you've enjoyed today's video and you're ready to dive deeper into this journey of reflection, growth, and success, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps us reach more people who are looking for the same answers. And if you don't want to miss out on future videos packed with insights and inspiration, go ahead and subscribe. Join our community here at Reflective Route, and let's keep exploring together.